over your left shoulder there. Sorry, right shoulder. That one.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Oh, Phil, I'm so glad you asked about that, actually.
Good.
So this was a thing that hung on my grandma Janet's door my whole childhood. And I don't know, about 5 years ago, my grandma gifted it to me because she knew that it was like, we 3 kids were obsessed with this really stupid Christmas wreath. And it was sort of the coveted wreath. And so I think my sister's still a little bit mad at me that I got this. But so I hang it on my door every year, sort of ironically. But it comes in this box. It has the original box because that's totally Grandma Janet.
Wow.
And the original box is called Mr. Christmas. And this is clearly a woman. And oh, shoot.
Oh, Mr. Christmas just got a little angry with you, huh?
Mr. Christmas, she's pissed. She sings. Oh, her batteries are going dead. And Simone is obsessed with it. And as soon as it goes on, she like stands in the door and dances. And it's very funny. So there you go. There's Mr. Christmas.
Well, that is a perfect segue to
it is
part of what we're going to be talking about today on the Soulcast, huh?
Totally is. Couldn't have planned that better.
Right, which is Easter's coming, and it is. That's just much further away. No, but Christmas is coming, and frankly, All Soulsians, it took us, and particularly me, a little while to get myself, my brain, my soul wrapped around how are we going to try and live into Christmas this year. And so first off, we had to get into Advent, and I'm really glad we're into Advent. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. But Christmas does fall on the 24th and 25th of this month. So coming up in just a couple weeks. And let's see. So Christmas Eve, here's the plan at this moment. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to celebrate a Eucharist Christmas Eve morning that will be live streamed.
Oh, yeah.
And the purpose of this will be to consecrate bread and perhaps some wine, but certainly a lot of bread, so that All Soulsians can come by All Souls and pick up a little kit that will include the body of Christ and a little bit of kind of how we're going to do this together. You'll bring that home, and then either at 5 o'clock or at 9 o'clock that evening, you will join us in our Christmas Eve services. And if you can't get to All Souls, let us know, and we'll have somebody bring it to your door. The sign up for this is right here. You can find the link on our website, on the homepage. You can fill it out and let us know if you'd like to receive communion, and how many folks, and if you'd like it to be gluten-free. So all that you can find on our website. You'll pick that up, or we'll bring it to you. And then at 5 o'clock, we have our Christmas Nativity service. It'll be a live stream coming to you from the corner of Cedar and Spruce. All you've been hearing about with our Christmas pageant that is being done by families across the East Bay is going to be stitched together, and that will be part of that 5 o'clock service. Then at 9 o'clock, we'll have a second live streamed Christmas Eve Eucharist. This one will be kind of akin to the carols and candlelight if people attended that in years past. So it'll be again coming from the church here. It'll be kind of a darkened space, lots and lots and lots of candles, lots of carols. It will also have a Eucharist, and so you can receive the Eucharist as we do as part of that service that evening. So that's Christmas Eve. 5 o'clock, 9 o'clock, with Eucharist if you would like to pick it up or receive it from that morning. Then we always celebrate Christmas Day at 10 o'clock on Christmas Day, and we'll do that again.
Yes, hello. Thank you, Phil and Emily. Sorry to have to break into your programming this afternoon. This is Maggie Foote. I'm reporting live from my house. And as you can see, we are under a shelter in place order here in Alameda County. And we've just received word from our bishop that unfortunately we cannot continue with the outdoor worship services that we've been holding in the courtyard on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. And while we are disappointed, we understand the decision has been made and passed down to us. And so now I'm here delivering this information to you just as quickly as it's come out. I'm sorry again, once again, to interrupt your programming, but I wanted to give you this important update. We will, in lieu of having outdoor worship services at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings, we will move that worship service onto an online platform. It's called Zoom. You may have heard of it. So again, stay tuned to the website and the Pathfinder, and you will find out more details. More details are to come. Thank you.
And then, as just by way of reminder, we are still in Advent.
We are.
And yeah, and so there's a couple things still going on. We have one more Teze service you can attend next Wednesday. There are the Advent windows happening every evening, 5:45 on Facebook Live. And there are two more lessons and carols services on Sunday night at 5:30 on Zoom. All that information you can find on the little Advent 2020 box on the homepage of our website. There's also an Advent weekday prayers booklet that you can find also with like links to the Ana Hernandez music we use in it and all that kind of stuff. So check it out.
Yeah, I have to say, people, I've been talking to All Souls-ians day by day, and people are really getting into Advent in a way this year. Some due to necessity, no doubt, but rediscovering these patterns in ways that are really, really beneficial as we're sheltering in place. And it's like, gosh, being able to find ways to ground ourselves together. And the cool part about especially the lessons and carols on Sunday evening is that it's a home-based practice and we're connecting to other people while we do it. So we get to hear Justin Smith play the trumpet. We get to hear Tess Taylor sing the Fos Hilaron. We get to hear other people read poetry and do it together. So 5:30 Sunday evenings by Zoom. Great. So that's Advent and Christmas. Then just, last week we shared the news of Jennifer Baylor's death, and it was followed later last week by the death of a longtime and beloved All Soulsian, Grace Wahlberg. Grace had been living with her daughter Christy out in Vermont, Brattleboro, the last couple years, and so she died peacefully. It was on the 2nd. And so services will likely be out there, but we just want to hold up Grace, who brought so much, the twinkle in her eye. She was a great artist, her photography, and just a beloved member here of this parish for decades and decades and decades. And so may she rest in peace and rise in glory. And then for Jennifer Baylor, her service will be on Saturday, December 19th at 11 a.m. It'll be live streamed, and so you'll be able to participate that way. And we invite you again to continue with, if you'd like to write a note to Mark or Jill or Carl, and we've also started a meal train. So if you'd like to bring some meals, so you can find the meal train on our website. You go under Caring for All Souls, that section, and All Souls support desk. You'll see meal train, and you can fill up that form or contact Kathy Goshorn to be able to bring meals to the Andersons. So that's like the next few weeks. What we'd also thought we'd do is look a little bit further ahead, which seems kind of impossible, frankly, in some ways, with shelter in place starting, and we're Advent and Christmas and what's going to happen. There will be a new year. And so this is often a time when people start new practices. So Emily, could you say a few words about what this new year will look like in some ways here at All Souls?
Yeah. So one of the things that we've sort of been revisioning as we're thinking about how we continue to do church together in this new era of church is gathering in smaller groups. It's something we can do when we can't show up on Sunday and see each other and be with each other in these larger gatherings. And so we're sort of revisioning how we do small groups here. And one of the ideas we've had is to start some small group series that would be sort of shorter term, like perhaps 6 weeks where you meet weekly for 6 weeks with the same group of people. And they would center around particular themes like parenting or Christian partnerships or aging parents or aging. Any of these things could be potential themes. So in January, just kind of sort of keep your heart and your mind open as you as we start this new year to think about joining one of these small groups and journeying along some other All Soulsians around some of these topics.
How about, hey, let's just say there's an All Soulsian who says, I really want a group about, vocation or changing jobs or, something that is really on their heart. Could they reach out to you to say, if there's other people, could we get a group around that?
Totally.
Great.
Totally. In fact, yeah, you say that, something that comes to mind is like a group around making hard decisions.
Yeah.
How do you make a big decision?
And then having people who can support you and also hold you accountable as you engage in it.
Right. We might read a book together. We might just go through a book together. Every group will take a different form depending on the content, but they will be content or theme-based small groups that meet for a shorter period of time, but more concentrated period of time. And then we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do another round in March, and then we'll do another round in July or something like that. But just keep that in mind as we start January, and we'll have some signups then. And in the meantime, if you have thoughts, please send them my way.
Sounds great. Okay. Well, I think that does it for this week.
Season 2, episode 14.
Well, good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, All Soulsians.